That's my man. You can't tell me nothing.
No, and I will not. I shan't not.
I'm gonna do my hair and film while I have you on the phone. I'm literally just gonna spray my hair. What the fuck else am I doing? I might retwist my hair. I actually don't even know. I just know that my scalp is fine right now, but it has a tendency to get really dry. So I don't know if I should do my spray, my serum, and retwist. I'm gonna see how I feel after. I don't know if I'll retwist fully, but
Yes. Max honey cut. My God. It's the bark. It's the bark.
it's the bark. I'm just gonna throw on some hydration. I have to moisturize the locks because obviously, but the main thing is that I have to put something on my scalp. I don't really care if my hair is dry because that's not my main focus. My main thing is my scalp. And this is really the only thing that I've used on my scalp as far as like a store-bought thing. Even though I don't really care for it, I'm just gonna use it until it runs out, and then hopefully later on I'll be able to like buy all of my DIY thing, be able to just, ooh, my hair is so crazy. Holy shit. Okay. But I really just want to have what I used to call my pink juice, which is basically like an aloe vera based concoction that I would use when I was a loose natural for my scalp. I would also use it as like a detangling thing. I would use it for a whole bunch of stuff. I would use it as a pre-poo. That was another thing. So I think I want to get back to that, because using that when I was a loose natural would tide me over when I would not maintain my hair. I'm not even kidding, for months. Like I really wouldn't do anything to my hair. Minus wash it, honestly. Like I wouldn't do nothing but wash it, dry it and let it dry, and then it would get matted and it would do all this craziness. Like thank God I locked my fucking hair because I was looking crazy. At the time when I wasn't really doing anything to it, my little aloe vera gel base thing, that would tide me over. So I think I'm gonna do that again. I just have to buy more. What the hell? Oh, she called me right back. Please hold. Okay, we're back. I was already in the process of throwing on my scalp serum. Like I said, my scalp gets super, super dry, super, super easy, and I don't want it. What you already saw me do while I was on the phone was put this gel in my hair. It's technically a hair oil, but it's not oily texture, if that makes sense. Like it's a hair oil. It's more like a serum. It's more like a serum. It's like mainly for the scalp. That's what I use it for. It really helps so that my scalp isn't so dry. And I like that it's a gel base. I just don't know if it's like the best for my hair because I tend to be very heavy handed with this product. And that's just a me thing, I guess. I don't know. I just have to be careful with how I handle this product. But me with dry scalp, I really can't have too many products in my hair because it'll start to build up and the product buildup won't be absorbed too well. It'll just stay on the scalp and it'll just cause me to be really itchy and it'll make the dryness worse. You would think that it would make my scalp oily, and I don't know why that's the case. I don't know if it's because I relaxed my hair when I was younger. I really don't know. Oh my God, that's so tight. Ow. That's so tight. Why did I do that? I'm just gonna go section by section. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just gonna put on the serum in my hair, in my scalp, I mean, and we're just gonna do what it do. If I don't do anything to my scalp, ooh, I'm gonna have hell to pay. So I have to do it this way. So what I found for dry scalp, so if you're someone who has dry scalp, whether you have locks or you don't, I'm telling you, like you have to, have to, have to have something water-based for your dry scalp. I know I look crazy, just ignore it. You have to have a water-based gel in order for anything. I'm just being nosy with my neighbor. Who's going where? What's happening? I'm so nosy. Anyway, you need to have something that's water-based because if you don't have anything water-based, you're not gonna have a good time. Washing your hair with sulfur can help depending on what type of hair you have and what is going on. But if your scalp is dry, you're not really dealing with dandruff and you're not dealing with sebaceous filaments on the scalp. You're dealing with dry skin flakes. So you need to hydrate the skin with the water base, or hydrate the scalp with the water base, if that makes sense. With all that being said, I'm just going to respray my hair in these areas, and I'm going to go ahead and just pat it in, and we're going to go ahead and throw on this serum. I'm pretty sure there's quite a bit of aloe vera in here, but it still feels a little oily, which I don't really care for because it's the olive oil formula, understandably so. So I don't want to use too much of this. I'm going to take off my glove. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not going to use too much of this, and I'm using very tiny, tiny amounts. And I'm just throwing it on the perimeter in between every little parting. What I found with this set of products that I use, the day of or the day after I washed my hair yesterday. I did a whole routine. I have a whole wash routine, which is not a lot. I double cleanse and I condition, I deep condition, I do all the shit. Usually what I like to do is when I wash my hair, I do it on my day off, so I can just let my hair be out and have my scalp be free of any product in it. So I don't want to constantly put product in my hair just to wash it out. I give my scalp a free day. So today is when I re-spray my hair with my lock spray to then mainly, yes, it's hydrating the locks themselves, but I mainly do it to hydrate the scalp so that way the serum that I put on top of it can be readily absorbed into the scalp, if that makes sense. This serum is not going to absorb if there's no hydration in the hair. And this is really just water and essential oils like aromatherapy. That's it. I just have eucalyptus in this one. I think there's peppermint. No, there's eucalyptus and cloves, I think I put in here. Literally, that's it. I need something that's going to stimulate the scalp if it does get itchy. Hopefully, this will prevent it. But even if it does get itchy throughout the week, I can at least spray my scalp with that. So when I work it into my hair, it'll relieve the itch. So I won't feel the need to actually scratch my locks, because I don't want that stuck in the lock. I don't want that in my hair because it's going to be so much harder to get out. I'd rather just, do this consistently and have it be washed out completely, if that makes sense. Because hydrating the scalp and rehydrating that dry skin and rehydrating it all throughout the week, that is going to be an easier removal when you wash your hair until it becomes moisturized enough to where when it comes down to wash day, it's just easier to come off. Because similar to the skin on your face, the skin on your scalp also needs hydration and also needs moisture. I'm coming from an esthetician's point of view. I am not a hair expert, but what I do know is that skin is skin. And regardless of whether it's skin on your body, skin on your face, or skin on your head, in order for that desquamation process to fully go through the cycle, at least in the proper way, it needs hydration in order for that skin to fully shed off in a healthy way. In a non-healthy way where there's no hydration, no nourishment, no nothing, the flakes are going to keep coming. But if you very regularly hydrate and nourish the skin on your head, aka your scalp, then you won't really have an issue, because the scalp itself is not going to be holding on to the dry skin like it was before. Your skin will hold on to anything that feels like or resembles any sort of hydration, even if it's not hydrating at all. Skin doesn't know any better. It just doesn't. I'm going to show you like how little I use. Literally, I should use even less than that. If there's no hydration or nourishment on the surface, it's going to hold on to anything it can, because it doesn't know what else to do. It doesn't know where else to go. It doesn't know how we got here or where we're going or if we're going to even get nourishment again. It just knows that, okay, I need to hold on to this flaky dead skin, because what else am I going to do? Wet it up so then you can seal it afterwards. That's when your scalp is going to go, well, I don't need this anymore. First of all, the dry, flaky, dead skin is going to absorb all of it first. and it's gonna go, oh my God, thank you. I've been out here in this freaking desert. Then your scalp is gonna go, oh my God, now there's hydration, now there's nourishment. And slowly it will start to let go of the dry skin and all of the debris and all the product buildup on the surface that it doesn't need anymore. Which is why you wanna make sure that you are, again, only putting water on your scalp if you have a dry scalp. I don't know about all you other people that like have normal scalps and like can do hair growth oils directly on your scalp. I can't do that. I've been using oils my entire life directly on my scalp, thinking that that's what I needed. That's not what a dry scalp bitch needs. A dry scalp bitch needs hydration. Like, I need hydration, I need nourishment. This doesn't really provide any sort of nourishment. It does a tiny bit of moisturizing, but like it doesn't nourish the scalp, and it doesn't nourish like this does. It's not the best at what it does, but at least it's something. So again, if you have dry scalp like me, don't grease up your scalp. Skip that step of your hair journey in general, but especially if you got locks. Skip that part of your lock journey where you grease up your scalp to no end and then you have issues and then you constantly got to detox and then you have to go to loctician to loctician to loctician and they're all going to tell you the same thing if you're going to do this wrong and you're doing that wrong. Also, stop putting deep conditioners and oils in your lock spray. You don't need that if you have dry scalp. You bitches with normal scalps, I'm so happy for you. Mwah, vaya con Dios, girl. I don't care. Continue to only use water with essential oils or anything that's water based. If you want to use rose water, that's totally fine. Aloe vera gel, that's fine. Chia seed gel, whatever the hell, and just like strain it so it's only the gel and not the actual seeds. That's fine too. Do that. You're gonna get to a point where you notice your hair is not gonna be growing, scalp is always gonna be itchy, you're always gonna have flakes, and you're never gonna feel confident and comfortable in certain hairstyles, and you're always gonna be in this weird plateau. Keep clogging up the follicle, and you keep contributing to the product buildup when the reality of it is that your scalp just needs water and a little bit of gel. That's it. I really don't know if I want to do anything else to my hair. Oh, I did say I was going to moisturize the locks themselves. So I will do that. So notice how I have only done 3 things so far. I've done my spray for the scalp mainly. It gets on the locks too, but it's mainly for the scalp. I did my serum for the scalp. And now I'm going to go piece by piece, section by section is what I meant, with my hair butter. This is from AMS. I got this off Etsy. This is a fenugreek and I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it chibi or is it chebe? When I think chibi, I think like chibi. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's chibi or chebe. I hope nobody comes for me for pronunciation. Anyway, I'm gonna just moisturize the locks today, and I'm not touching no oil, no nothing for the rest of the week. The only thing I'll do for the rest of the week is I'll probably just spray. Yeah, I'll probably just spray. So here we go. It's a tiny little bit. I'm gonna throw it on the back of my hand so that way I can go literally lock by lock. I don't know if I want to retwist my hair. I'm tempted to retwist my hair, but that's gonna take forever and a day. I don't want to do that today. I might do it next week, probably. We're gonna take a little bit here. We're gonna take one of these locks and we're gonna start at the bottom. Work your way up I'm gonna work my way up to the middle of my new growth, and I'm gonna stop there. I don't want it to get too close to the scalp. And then I'm gonna work it all the way down like that. Why do I do that? Because I want the ends of my hair, like this whole end of the hair here is the oldest part of your hair. It's why we call it the elders. So your elders are the furthest away from the scalp. So it's not getting the most nourishment naturally from the scalp. So you have to provide that hydration, that nourishment to those older parts of the hair. You want to go from tip to the root. You don't want to go root to tip, because that can also be part of the reason why you're getting a lot of buildup. There's a lot of product in your hair or on your scalp already, and then you're adding the majority of your product closest to the root. And I'm also not wasting too much time on each individual lock to get it perfectly moisturized and perfectly whatever. It doesn't matter to me. At some point throughout the week, it will. the more I play in the individual locks and play with the parting of it, the more tempted I'm gonna be to start retwisting. And I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm gonna go lock by lock, working the moisturizer through the hair. But I'm also gonna do my best to try to separate all of my locks as I do that. I'm gonna try my best to separate each and every individual lock like that, just so my hair won't be as tangled, because I don't want to have to go through that again. I'm just gonna keep doing this until we get to the whole head. I also have some locks that like have never formed, which is weird. This lock always comes apart and it comes back and then it doesn't form. Like I don't know, it's weird. This is a lock that always gives me issues. So I retwisted it and I am going to pin this one down, but this one only because none of the other ones need to be pinned down. I put the rest of the butter in my hair. I really, at the end of it all, I took like 2, 3, 4 and just kind of did one of these because it was going to take way too long. As I was doing that, I was also separating the locks in between. A couple of the locks on this side were unraveling, so I had to pin them down. But honestly, I'm just gonna go back to my loctician. I'll let him take care of that. But yeah, this is my hair. I looked crazy before. Now my hair looks pretty good. I didn't even need to use the gel because I ended up not retwisting my hair. Now that my hair is completely moisturized, scalp is nourished, hydrated, she's flourishing. The only thing I have to do in the middle of the week is just spray my hair until wash day, basically. If my scalp gets a little bit too dry, I will then put this on. I may not have to. The only reason why I don't do this every day is really because I don't need to. Most people don't need product in their hair every day. I don't want to add oils in my hair every day because then I will need to detox and then I will have to do more like clarifying rinses and things like that, which I do sometimes if I need to, but I don't want to have to rely on those things. I already have the dry scalp issue. It gets flaky over nothing. Like it's kind of annoying. So I always put an essential oil in here that is stimulating the scalp a bit. So that way it kind of relieves a little bit of that itchy feeling on the scalp. It always needs to be like stimulating, which is why I always put peppermint and or eucalyptus. Every other thing that I put in here, like the clove and everything, the rose water is like not necessary. It's helpful, but it's optional. That is going to help me in the long run. So that way, throughout the rest of the week, while I'm going throughout my day, while I'm going to work, while I'm running errands, while I'm doing other things, doing other hairstyles where I have to use gel, serum on the scalp or whatever, if my hair does itch, I can just throw this in my hair, spray it all over so that way it relieves that itchiness. And I don't have to put too much product on my scalp. The water will basically reactivate everything that's already on the scalp. And if I need more, I will put a little bit more. I don't need to put on too much. So that's that. This is the hair. She's looking very cute. I love how my locks come out every single time because every time I feel like I need to retwist my hair, which is like every time I touch it, like every wash day, I'm always tempted to retwist my hair, but that's not a good thing. You gotta let your hair kind of breathe, let it be sometimes. And now, look at it. She's so cute. I love when my new growth kicks in. Look at that. Look at my little new growth. It's so cute. And I do want to start bleaching the roots again. So because I'm DIYing everything, I want to keep my hair very, very healthy, very, very moisturized. And I don't want to do too much to the hair, but I also want to, I want to keep a happy medium. I want to keep it moisturized, but not too clogging to the scalp. It's a hard balance to go through. So it's like I'm still playing around with this system I have going on because I like the system that I have. It works. But if I can find something better, then I will. I'm tempted to go on Etsy and buy from this one brand because they have such good shit. But also I don't have the money for the things that I want right now. So we're gonna have to just DIY it until we get to a better space. This is my October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh my God. I'm starting my 8th month of being locked. No. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Whoa. It's gonna be 8 months. Whoa. I cannot believe how much time has passed. And this is where I've gotten. This is crazy. Oh my God. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys along on my DIY journey so you can see what I buy, how I make my stuff, especially for my scalp treatment. We'll see how this goes. But thank you, I guess, for watching. Just remember, if you have dry scalp like me, you don't want to do anything that's going to be too clogging, that's going to cause too much product buildup. You just want to separate the locks, hydrate, nourish them, and just keep up with the hydration throughout the week. Don't add too much product if you don't need it. I cannot stress that enough. Do not add product if it's not needed. You're not going to get rid of the flakes overnight. It's a process. You have to keep doing it, washing your hair all the time, keep moisturizing and nourishing your scalp, moisturizing the locks, and just keep spraying it every day. Keep doing your scalp treatment. I'll show you the scalp treatment I use because it works. Be consistent. Don't give up. I promise you. And hopefully I'll show you how I throw my locks in a wig, because I wear wigs a lot. I wear wigs all the time. And for the first 4 months of me locking up my hair, that's all I did. I just kept my hair covered until I felt comfortable. Anyways, I'm done. I'm gonna stop looking at a screen for once today. Anyways, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.